First off, we want to give all praises and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kakodash.
double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the Akim out there, preaching his word, truth, sincerity. All right, we out here another week to bring out the word, and we just gonna continue where we left off on earlier. We was doing our in transit and whatnot. So we just gonna get straight into the scriptures.
It's 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Yeah, like we was into in the car, the things, the times that we're living in. You keep going on.
For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Yeah, like we was mentioning on the way down here. All right, what's getting ready to happen is gonna come as a thief in the night. Everybody is still caught up on bread and circus in America. Nobody's paying attention to what's actually happening behind the scenes. While everybody's fixated on Love Island, concerts, traveling, planning out your next vacation or whatever the hell people be focused on. Meanwhile, Esau is working on passing all types of different legislation, further destroying the dollar, further destroying this economy. All right, inflation is creeping up on you, killing you.
The pestilence is increasing.
Yep. And they worked on they passed that other bill, working on passing it. It's at the Senate now, that the NDAA bill.
Yep.
And it mentions being closer tied with Israel, which there's no surprise with that. But it's like clips out there where Esau, he's shocked about it, like, because they already seen how Trump is moving, all about doing whatever the hell the small hats tell him to do. But now this just further shows that it ain't America first, and it never been America first. All right, it's always been the small hats first. And America is there to back them up, as you've been seeing clearly with what's been going on.
Ready for the least of the flock, you know what I'm out.
Right, exactly.
So then the bro was just talking, man, with everything that's going on in the earth, I just been meditating on it. Prophecy explains it all. To the common folk, they're like, well, why would America, all the funding we need, all the hell going on in our own backyard, why are they so gung-ho about protecting those Israelis?
Exactly.
Well, prophecy lets you know why it's like that. And why everything is the way it is in the earth. Prophecy explains it.
It ain't for everybody in the world. It's meant for the men of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai to receive it and understand it. And that's why it's going to come as a thief in the night to the rest of these people, like the brother was going into. They don't understand why it's happening, and neither do they understand what's even taking place right in front of their eyes.
Yep.
You think that is something that's going, you actually believe in the bullshit that the media is telling you. The nigga Trump saying it's going to be quick in and out. We ain't going to, they don't want to have it be a full blown out war with us. We going to win, this and that. They actually believe all the stuff they're being told. Meanwhile, that's the furthest thing from the truth. And about the time you actually realize the truth and see it for yourself, you're going to be fucked up in a bad situation. And shit getting ready to hit the fan. By the time when people actually realize it, that's when it's going to actually be civil unrest. It's actually going to be civil war within America once the people in America actually wake the fuck up. It ain't time for that, obviously, because everybody's still asleep. Like it goes into in 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter.
I got a quick one today. This is Amos 3:7. Surely the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai will do nothing, but he revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
Yeah, so like the brother was going into, we really the only ones that know what's going on. Everybody else, they're surprised by it. They don't understand like why, like you were saying, why are we sitting here helping out everybody else when America's literally fucked up? Here it is, you lending, I don't even know the number, innumerable amounts of money to fucking Israel, to Ukraine, to help sending money to everybody else when you need to be worrying about your own country. Here it is, you sending all this type of money out. Meanwhile, motherfuckers over here barely getting by. You got drug addicts on the street. People, they're working homeless. That's a new occurring thing in America. The American dream is it's literally just a dream because you're never going to achieve it. Because the typical American dream was what? Working hard, you try to save up to get a house, have your family, get your pension, 401k. Your ass gonna die before you can even get that shit. And then the nigga he can take that shit away whenever he wants to at the same time. So that's a false promise that he's telling you people that really the nigga can renege on at any moment.
And then
the value of your money is going down.
Yep.
As we speak. Well, the new median income for the United States is $100,000. So if you make $100,000 or less, you under the poverty line.
Yep.
When before, if you was making $100,000 a year, you was balling. Listen, you got to go back to the heyday, man, the 50s.
Yep.
If you had $100,000 in the 50s, you was rich. Now here in 2026, you barely scraping by, man.
Yep. Now that's why you got people talking about you got to leave America to actually try to so-called live a better life. Because that same, like the other is going into, that 100,000 here, that ain't shit. If you so-called go to another country, the Philippines, Thailand, Japan, wherever, anywhere outside of America, damn near, that same salary, you're good. You living a good life. But here in America, that ain't you poor, you broke. Especially in more expensive states like New York, California, shit like that. If you live out here in SF, that's literally nothing. You can't even get a roof over your fucking head. Staying here in SF with that type of salary. But that just shows you, like the other was going into, the value of the dollar is constantly decreasing, and it's just only becoming more and more worthless. Meanwhile, while that's happening, you're not even capable of making more money. That's why the elites, they always say that you're useless eaters. And they got robots and AI now. So then they could get rid of your ass and they don't need you anymore. All the grunt work and mundane tasks that you be doing now, people want to be an Uber driver, you want to be a waiter, you want to be a service worker, whatever. Everything that can be replaced by AI, you out of there. Because that's more money in this nigga pocket because they greedy. Like the scriptures say, they can never have enough. Alright, they never satisfied. This nigga want to literally own you. That's why he pushing everything in the direction that it's headed, so he can literally have you in a predicament to where you gotta literally sell yourself to the devil. Yep. Just so you can have a roof over your head and beg for crumbs, basically. Because when you sell out, you still ain't gonna have the riches to their extent. And the movie End Time showed you that. What was it, End Time? Yeah, the movie End Time showed you that though. Everybody had the chip, so to speak, but not everybody was living the same type of lifestyle. You still have people at the very bottom. You got the extreme poor and the extreme rich. It ain't gonna be no different when they start the new economic system that they want to establish, where everything is digital. It's just so this nigga can have more control. And you people don't even know what's getting ready to happen. Here it is, the devil, he literally been telling you boldly to your face what he's getting ready to do, yet nobody out here listening or let alone even know about it. But it's all written in the scriptures, everything is getting ready to come to pass, like the brother was saying. So to everybody else, it's going to come as a thief in the night. You didn't know, you ain't going to know why it happened, what's going on, why are they being so evil to us? You're talking about the wicked, the devil himself, you know? He don't give a shit about you. You're going to realize it when it's too late.
Back in 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 3 now. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Yeah, and that's the same message every time that they tell you. Oh, it's not gonna get escalated to the point where we in a full drawn out war. This is gonna stay over there. We're gonna solve it. It's gonna be quick. All right, we brought them to the table. They ready to make a deal. That shit's been going back and forth for like how long now? Like for months. You know, the straight open, then it's closed, then it's open. We got ceasefire, then it's backfiring. Like it's just non-stop back and forth. To where, like we were saying in the car, you know, it's like a ping pong with your emotions. You think it's good, it's not good, it's good, it's not good. You don't know what the fuck is going on.
And then, like you said, the NDA just passed the House, so now Israel can control the American troops. Yep. And then they got the, what is it called, the registration coming back at the end of this year. Yep. And you know they're going to need a draft because they ain't got enough people in the military.
Oh, right.
So it's all lining up.
And then they know that niggas don't want to sign up. Yeah. That's why they passed that bill to where, all right, nigga, you don't got to voluntarily sign up. I'm going to sign your ass up regardless. Yeah. I'm bringing your ass out there whether you want to go or not. Because ain't nobody signing up for shit. So like Jake ain't fucking willingly risking your life to go fucking fight a war. Yeah. This nigga gotta force your ass to go out there. And he's the nigga's doing it.
Yeah.
He passed the bill to where now, all right, nobody, because Esau, he got the number, he tracking shit or whatever. And he realized, all right, ain't nobody signing up voluntarily. You don't want to go fight for war. All right, it's good. Don't trip, nigga. I'm gonna pass this little bill. Now your name on the registration anyway. So then when he hit you up, nigga gonna be so simple. You didn't even know that shit passed. And he come and hit you up and tell you getting drafted. You gonna say, I never signed up. You gonna say you didn't have to, nigga. I did it for you.
And they're allowing the criteria to be a part of it, man.
Yep.
A lot of these Babylonians, they totally through, man. But guess what? He's still gonna have use for you in this coming war, man.
Right.
So there ain't gonna be no excuse for I'm not in the tip top shape. I'm this age or whatever.
Yeah, I'm too old.
I'm this gender. No, get your ass out there.
But they heighten the age too.
Yeah.
It's like 40 something now.
Right. Yeah.
Be drafted. And you also got these European nations passing the same type of legislation.
Yeah.
Germany passed laws to where they gonna conscript people. This war's getting ready to break out.
Yeah. And the only ones who don't realize what's going on is you Babylonians, man. Y'all the only ones who don't realize that shit is no getting back to good times. The moment they did that first initial strike over there, there's no going back. Ain't no, like, they can sit here and mention peace talks, this and that, but there's no going back to the peace. And these other nations, they're not stupid. They know they can't trust America. They seen how they've been moving. The small hats, every time these niggas say they have a ceasefire, them niggas, they the first ones firing. And America backing them up, siding with them. Everybody see what's going on.
And you got to remember what happened a couple years back dealing with Iran, the death of Soleimani or whatever that demon name was. Yeah, man. So that tension was already there, dealing with the U.S., the small hats in our land of Israel, and Iran. You know, so this is just further. Hey, this is just further fuel to the fire.
Yeah, and all the current shit that they did, like the niggas said, like, hey, if you want any type of ceasefire agreement with us, then you gotta pay for all the shit that you fucked up in our country. And then America, being the proud devil that they are, they said they ain't gonna pay for it. But this nigga, you fucked up their country for no reason. A preemptive strike because you assumed they was gonna do something. Let me walk down the street and knock a nigga out because I thought he was gonna hit me first. I'm going to jail. But then this nigga could shoot a missile off to a whole nother country because you thought that they was gonna hit you first. But that's the hypocrisy of America. You know, they can do what they want, rules for thee and not for me.
It says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief.
Yeah, we not in darkness because we understand what's going on. We discern the times and filter it through the scriptures. All right, we staying upon our watch, seeing what's going on. These other people, they ain't watching. Only thing they watching is some fucking reality TV show bullshit, or World Cup, fucking a streamer on fucking YouTube or something.
Streaming university.
But the Esau purposely designed it like that, so you don't have time to zone in on what's actually going on and what this nigga is doing. Because if you was paying attention, you would have a problem with it. You would be on this nigga's ass. If you're actually seeing everything that's fucking going on and what he's doing behind the scenes.
Well, even just a little bit.
Yep.
There's one dude that said if these people knew how the Federal Reserve worked, it'd be a revolt in this country. But the majority of these people don't know that. So even the smallest thing, they figure out they get fucked up. Or the flock cameras.
Yeah. Right.
All type of information is coming out about that. You still got people they for it, and then some people they on the fence. They for it, but they against it at the same time. They think that we need some type of surveillance system to stop the crime. When this shit was all set up by the elites, literally. Especially out here in California, man. You had George Soros appointed DAs, because this is a fact. They passed certain laws to make the punishment for certain crimes lesser. So when these people do come into the prison system, the correctional system, they get a slap on the wrist and get let back out. You ain't got to get it, but Ecclesiastes 8:1, man. Because sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily. It's fully hardened the sons of men to do evil. So I'm getting a slap on the wrist for doing some wild shit too, egregious shit. I'm going in the store, just fucking filling my hands up, all type of shit. I'll walk out. I go there the next day, I do the same thing. I do get caught though. Like, it's not enough. We're just gonna give them a citation. I'm gonna go crazy. That's what these people have been doing, man. And then it's got to a point to where these people are fed up with it. So then Esau Edom brings a solution in. Well, we're gonna have a more surveillance of the people. We're gonna be able to track certain criminals, and we're gonna catch them easier. The people with it. If this is gonna stop the crime from going up, it's gonna stop the retail theft from happening. I'm 100% with it because the retail theft is out of control. But you people forgot how it got to this point, man. The elites did it. You know? These people don't care, man. They stuck in La La Land. Really, they in the spirit that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai wanted, man. They sleep, like the brother's going into it. It's the Most High want to destroy you people. He want to put you people to death. That's right. If you people are aware of what the elites are doing, you're going to revolt. You're going to hinder the Most High's plans, man. Or attempt to. You know, but the Most High, he wants you locked in what Babylon got going on. He wants you to lock in and bow down this new world order so he can destroy you, man.
All right. Everybody, they literally want they with the new B system. Niggas want to get a Neuralink installed in their fucking brain. They want to get you know, like the meta glasses, shit like that. They call it the AR, augmented reality. They cool with shit like that because they want to be merged man with machine. But they're just slowly desensitizing you to it, to where when they further push the boundary, so to speak, to putting something fully into your body. Now you're already accustomed to it. Like, man, the meta glasses are cool. This gotta be this on a whole nother level. So you already been exposed to it to a low extent. So then when they want to implant something directly into you, you all on board, you know. But that's how, like the elder brothers going into. That's how as stupid these people here in America are. Where they look at these things like it's not a problem. It ain't nothing wrong with it. Yeah. And that's right where the elites want you to be.
As long as they got their bread and circus, they good.
Yeah.
If the food's still coming in, they get alcohol, they're able to go to parties, and there's no problem. Their favorite show come on, you know, or the new season's announced, so they wait for it. We don't care how bad it gets out here, man. As long as I got my shows and my food and my entertainment, I'm good.
Right. We'll show you down Ready Player One. Niggas is cool living in the slums. As long as you put on that little VR helmet real quick, I could go into a whole nother world and it's all good. A whole new world. It's good. Yeah, the digital shekels. Yeah. No real money in your pocket, no real food. But like you having a blast when you're in the you know, a whole fucking digital world. But that's how the elites want it to be, where you literally you don't get to really experience life. You experience some fucking virtual reality. Something that's not even real.
I got a quick one for you. 2nd Ezra 16 and 21. Behold, victuals shall be so cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Yeah, at one point stuff was cheap, but now prices have jumped up real quick. You know, the moment that they had shut down the strait, everything that it fucked up everything. Just like in 2020 when everything had closed for that short period of time, it had a delayed effect on the economy. So how much more from the strait being closed and fucking up the oil coming? And America already low on reserves, pretty much depleted everything, ran through it all. So how much more is it going to affect America now with this bigger situation taking place?
It's the essential things that they jacked up, you know, electricity, gas,
Right.
food. So Temu shit, yeah, that's cheap.
Right.
Amazon Prime days and shit for the things that you need to survive.
Yeah, that ain't
They
got
break
cheaper.
it.
Yep.
Like a nigga made a video before on social media, random Edomite dude, but he had like a video of a list from like buying groceries years back. He bought the same shit, and that shit was like an extra $500 for the same amount of items. He didn't buy nothing new, nothing different. He bought the same exact things, and that shit was like an extra $400 compared to what he spent years back.
Shrinkflation too.
Yeah, like you get a bag of chips or whatever, and that shit mostly air. You know, if it's something that's like this tall, it's like that much of the actual shit in the bag, the rest is air.
Which was 99 cents 10, 15 years ago, it's $2.29 now.
Yeah, and it's less in the bag.
Yeah, $2.50 now, and it's less in the bag.
Well, they still got that on, I believe, on the Arizonas. They still got the 99 cents there, but
That shit ain't 99.
try to
That's
try to throw 99 cents on the
Give
table.
them $1.
Yeah, and see if you get a penny back.
Right. Ain't nothing cheap. You know, like you said, the main things, what do people mainly buy? Bread, eggs, milk. All the essential things, poultry, they all going up. To the point where now you're gonna actually start considering the shit that he been trying to push on the people for the longest. Telling you that you don't need to eat meat, you're gonna eat the bugs. The bugs are gonna be more cost beneficial. Because you're gonna be in a predicament where you can't afford to buy meat, you can't afford to buy bread, dairy, and all the other shit. Now you're gonna say, look, I've been telling you you can eat the bugs for protein. Now we got a bug burger or a bug this and that. Oh, we got lab grown meat. So you don't even gotta worry about it. Like we making it out the lab. It's actually more cost efficient for the consumer.
They already passed a law approving that for you. Where they can give you lab grown meat. Not like they ain't been doing it anyway.
Right.
But now it's approved so they can begin to label it as lab grown. And it's gonna be the cheaper option and you people gonna opt for it. Once you taste it, like you was buying the impossible meat, man. Once you it tastes better than steak.
Yeah, great.
It's a chemical concoction.
Yeah. You literally just a lab rat.
You don't know what the fuck's in it. It's literally lab grown.
At this point, the nigga just experimenting on you. You a live test subject, lining up to buy it. All because it's shit cheap. Just like everything else in America, it's everything at this point, shit, this nigga got all type of chemicals in there. And now, like, you know, you had the other dude come into office trying to get everything more health regulated and whatnot. FDR. No, RFK. That all he did was just expose what we already been saying. It's nothing but chemicals all in the fucking food that you be eating out here.
Well, that's why they have I believe with the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, because they go hand in hand. It's in your food. Or whatever, or what you think is food.
And then, since he been in office, you niggas still able to buy Skittles. You're able to buy hot Cheetos. Everything that got all these heavy chemicals in there that been fucking you up.
Takis.
Yeah.
Well, what was he supposed to? Supposedly they got rid of or they banned
It was
one of the red dye.
red 40.
But I see it still in the chips and all that shit. They still.
That's the old shit, but they just renamed it.
Yeah.
Legally, they absolved from that law once they renamed it. It's the same shit though, it's the same substance.
Right.
They didn't ban the substance, they banned red 40. And that's how the food industry works. There's certain things that you can label certain ingredients as. It's illegal, right? But since they put a different name on it, you can purchase it. Or if they'll give it a different name so you will eat it. Like natural flavor. What the fuck is that?
Right.
We know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the remnants of them drinking baby's blood. You get what I'm saying, man? And you people consume it. Yo, what's that? Oh, it tastes good, I'ma drink it. You know, it tastes good, I'ma eat it. You know, it's all type of shit in your food that you shouldn't be consuming. But you people eat it anyway, man. TBHQ, that shit literally causes cancer. You eat this shit. You know? Canola oil is terrible for you. You consuming it like it's going out of style.
Yeah, drowning your shit.
Most people don't even look at the back of the food when they get it. They just pick it off the shelf and cook it, man, and eat it.
A lot of people be cooking with canola oil.
Yeah, hella. That's all they use.
It's hella cheap.
Most of these restaurants use it. It's fucking hell, man.
That's why when them niggas out for the World Cup coming out here, that's why they didn't want to eat none of the American trash.
And Norwegian team, it's either Norwegian or a Swedish team, they said fuck that. They had to get some other type of food, man.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Norway.
everything shipped.
It was fucking they performance stuff.
Yeah, and everything getting shipped out here. They meal prep, and even some fucking orchards. They didn't even want to fuck with American orchards. That's how bad the shit out here in America is, to where they don't even want to touch the food. So it's like showing you that, like, here in America, everybody's just used to eating poison at this point. But a person that come from another country, they'll get sick coming out here eating American shit.
Guaranteed.
Well, a lot of certain these countries, they ban certain food that they produce out here, man.
And they take out most of the ingredients. Like if you know, there videos out there, they show the same name brand of ketchup or whatever. One's in America, one's out there in Europe or whatever. And it's like damn near half the ingredients, or barely 10 ingredients in Europe. Over here in America, it's like a laundry list long as fuck of everything they put in it. All them fucking chemicals, preservatives, and everything else.
Or the bouillon that they sell, chicken bouillon, I forget the course, right? K-N-O-R-R-S. I used to get the Canadian version. They had none of that bullshit. They stopped selling it though. All I had was chicken base, vegetables, that was it. You get the American version, all type of chemicals in it.
Yeah.
A lot of that shit is banned in the EU and in other countries, but here it's legal.
Yeah.
Ezekiel 4:13, and the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I would drive them.
Yeah, everything defiled here. Like we've been going into all the food, shit, your water, the air you breathe. Like everything, this nigga literally selling you shit water. Basically, reconstituted water this nigga got from fucking shit water. And he giving it right back to you. Slap the shit with hella chemicals and shit, zap it, put some fucking, minerals that this nigga made in the lab in there. He say natural minerals. This nigga just experimenting on everybody. Basically, America's just a big ass fucking lab. Right. And you people are the lab rats. That's why at this point, all you can do is really, do the best you can, obviously. Yet, you see why the people who just eat whatever, they're super fucked up. The average person in America obese, all type of health issues, hella fucked up. That's like, the healthcare system, that's why they be booming. Everybody, they make money off of people being fucked up. Yeah. And it's all done by design.
Well, if you ever find yourself in a hospital, God forbid, the food they give you is bullshit.
Oh yeah,
it's
trash.
It's the same chemical shit they sell in the store.
That shit
You
trash.
ain't getting nothing that's freshly grown. It ain't no real meat. You getting lunch meat. They hook you up with some top ramen, a couple
Jell-O.
noodles, Jello.
Ice cream, maybe.
You're supposed to be there to get better, and they feed you all kind of bullshit, man.
Yeah.
How you gonna get better eating bullshit, eating chemicals?
They got the vending machine in the hospital with sodas and shit.
Chips.
But it shows you they want to keep on further destroying you. Yeah. And then whatever so-called medication they could give you, that's a whole nother story in itself. That shit just gonna further fuck you up too.
Finish it off. 2nd Esdras 16:21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
Yeah, that's all that's been going on. Alright? The evil's been growing more upon the earth. Crime, that ain't never been stopping out here and shit. Niggas been going crazy. Motherfuckers getting stabbed, shot, robbed, raped. Everything under the sun.
Drugs still abound.
Yeah.
Getting so wax cold.
Yep. Drug addicts everywhere. Alright, shit ain't getting better, it's getting worse.
More worse.
And here it is, the nigga Trump be talking about other countries being a shithole, third world country. America is literally morphing into it. It is a shithole at this point. Yeah. Everywhere you go, it's always fucking bug outs, drug addicts, prostitution, fucking, like I said, with crime people, broad daylight. Not even like it's happening at night. Broad daylight, niggas getting robbed and shot and killed. They don't even care about getting caught or seen at this point. But that, like the brother said, love of many waxing cold. Because of all the iniquity within America.
Yep. Yeah, that word called is psycho. Fucking psychopaths out here.
Yeah, well shit, it's a mental health mental disorder. And everybody out here is demons.
Yeah.
But this is what happens. Well, that's why it says Micah 2:10.
depart out of America, they will lose to it. It will destroy you with a sword of destruction, man. This is the byproduct of what investing and trusting in Babylon gets you, man.
Yeah.
Look at these people, the way that they think, the things they do. Chiefly our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you the Israelites, man.
Yeah. Well, I seen a video recently. It ain't not changing the subject, but it's still on the subject. A chick was just like, you know, before she took her own life. Long story short, but before she did take her own life, she made a video basically going into complaining, saying she's tired of struggling, this and that, and she basically couldn't take it no more. Like having mental problems and everything, and she just offed herself. And she had kids. Didn't even care. But that's how bad it is for people in America now, where they literally rather just get it like in their life instead of just continue to live in hell. Hey, like scripture say, you know, man shall see death and not find it. It's gonna get a lot worse. And dudes who try to end it off, try to off yourself, you ain't gonna most likely gonna let you take the easy route. Because that's really taking the easy route out. You ain't gotta deal with none of the hell now. But a lot of people, they gonna try to seek death in those days, and you ain't gonna find it. Because that's how bad things are really gonna get.
Finishing it off, it says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine.
And the people in America, they ain't never experienced famine. You can literally go to Burger King, McDonald's. A lot of shit open 24/7.
Food bank.
Food bank, handouts. You get EBT.
Shit, you can just go run in there and just take it.
Yeah.
You got access to food. That's the thing that brothers are saying.
Yeah.
Well, they were saying how just the typical Babylonian, they could go behind one of these restaurants and find more food than trash that a lot of these countries have, you know what I mean? But they civilians, just off the trash.
Right. Because they rather throw it out instead of give it to the people.
Right.
In other countries, they'll give it to the people. But in America, instead of giving it out to like the homeless and shit, they'll rather throw the shit in the trash, and then they'll curse you out for going in the trash and trying to grab it. When they literally not even going to eat it, they'll curse a bum for trying to survive going in the trash to eat food when a nigga literally threw it in the trash in the first place. But that's how backwards it is here in America.
But this is going to be the state. This is going to be the case that you Babylonians going to find yourself in.
Yep.
Y'all going to be dumpster divers. All right. It's going to get so bad that you're going to be looking for any moving creature out here just to dip on, man.
Yeah, they call it freakinism. Freaking. It's free.
Yep. Well, it shows you how bad it is when they had the government shut down for that small period of time.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that.
The fucking food base is overloaded.
Yeah.
They said it straight up. We can't afford to give out free food anymore because there's way too many people lining up. And that shit was already going up before those workers was like, you know, having an issue. Obviously they back working now, but still the point is, it's already more than too many people at the fucking food base, you know. And then when the famine comes, these people, it's over with, you know. They're not used to going on a fast, going without food for a day or two, hell, even a couple hours. Let somebody not be able to eat when they're hungry, it's gonna be a problem out here.
Or eating in portions.
Yep.
You know. It's gonna get to a point where you're gonna have to make a decision. With those that got households, you know, you're gonna have to decide if you gonna eat or your children gonna eat.
Yeah.
You know, or how you gonna eat, how you gonna feed your household in general.
Right. Well, that's already going on now.
Yeah.
You know, people barely getting by as is. So when that famine hit, it's going. These people, like we always be going into, they never would think that they would be a cannibal, but you're gonna resort to cannibalism.
Hell yeah.
Real quick. You can keep going.
Yep. Finishing it off, it says, and the other that escaped the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Yep. So even if you do happen to make it through that, it's still going to be something else that destroy your ass. Whether it's like Esau coming in with the troops, a fucking AI bot drone get you or some shit, or another a marauder, another American civilian that's out there trying to survive, kill your ass.
Water missile.
Water missile. Yeah, if you make it that far, the missile they're gonna get you.
I got something. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It says Isaiah 24:4. It says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, world languisheth and fadeth away, the haughty people of the earth do languish. And like you're going into, that's what's happening. Well, I remember a couple years ago, remember they had that word that came.
Oh yeah, they had like the word of the year, and it was language.
Language, straight out of the scriptures.
It might have been around like 2020 or somewhere.
21 or something,
Yeah,
COVID time.
it was around that time.
How much more now? You know?
Right. It's only gotten worse.
Yep.
You know, like that. What the elder brother, he was going into it. He was if you make 6 figures, that's still considered poor.
Yeah.
You know, they say it's like you like median income, but like median income is still check to check in this day and age, especially with the way that the expenses is, interest rates, taxes, everything else. Living out here, that's really nothing.
Yeah, well, in our overview, it says the term languishing was popularized as the dominant emotional state and word of the year concept for 2021.
Right. That was right after 2020.
Pandemic, the heart of it.
Yeah. Which ain't nothing gotten better since.
Yeah.
You know, they was making all the memes like, man, 2020 was a rough year. Hopefully next year get better. That shit never got better. We here in 2026 now, and shit is literally worse.
But they call it the new norm.
Right.
So whatever transpired from that whole scenario moving forward, it was all going to be like, you know, pretty much like poured into that, you know, that new what they trying to do now.
What's the vibration of the decade?
Yeah.
Right.
We're already in 2026 and look at it.
That's around that same time, what was the World Economic Forum telling you? You're gonna learn. The people are gonna get mad. They're gonna rebel, but they just gonna have to accept it. You're gonna have to learn to own nothing and be happy with it. And how is that manifested? By everything that you see going on now. It doesn't just happen on the snap of a finger. It's gradually. Yeah. So you see it happen little by little, which you've been seeing it happen. Like the brother been saying, that was the year 2021 when that word of the year was at. And now look at from 2021 up until now, how worse of a state America is in, as well as the people within America.
They started using that term polycrisis.
Yeah. After that happened, the boy Gates was telling you, we got to get ready for the next thing. It ain't a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And he said, even though we are trying to get prepared for it, we're still not going to be ready. Because it's going to be something else that they still ain't got. You know, these niggas in the lab anyway, making the shit up. But he's telling you that you got to be ready for the next thing that's getting ready to happen, because it's guaranteed coming.
He said the next one is going to be worse. More people going to die than the C-19. And nigga said it with a big Kool-Aid smile on his face.
Yeah, man.
And then now what you got going on, they approved mRNA vaccines in your food.
Yeah.
And that damn devil killed Bates. He's buying up all these farms, and he's buying up food manufacturing and processing plants, man. Why you think he's doing that?
Oh yeah.
Thinking about you hitting your ass. And then they've been like, as well, getting rid of, killing off hella chickens, claiming that they had like some type of disease or something. Same thing with the, different cattle, and like, it's all this shit been happening little by little. But like random factories burning down. You gotta kill off hella cattle, kill off hella birds, or as far as chickens.
You see what just happened last week with this whole ordeal with whatever, the food and the diarrhea, parasites is going out. They trying to blame Taco Bell trying to blame the Taylor, whatever company that they get the lettuce from. They telling you to avoid natural foods. So they already putting it out there, man.
And that's kind of because there's been hella recalls with fucking bag shit.
Yep.
The niggas just gonna tell you whatever, you people gonna listen. That don't even make sense. How are you better off buying some shit that's literally in the bag, been on the shelves for who knows how fucking long before it got to the store and then to your fridge, versus going to a fucking farmer's market or somewhere where the shit's actually fresh? That don't even make sense, but you people listen to stupid shit like that.
Babylonians deserve that. They deserve everything that they get and more.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, you see where it's gotten you people at? Listening to trusted science, trusting the so-called white man, trusting in his system, listening to whatever the hell they tell you on the news channels, fluff news. You still believing in America, having hope for America. Hey, look where that's gotten you people at. More and more further destroyed.
I got to preach that for you real quick. It's the book of Proverbs. chapter 25 and verse 19. Confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. We read in NLT, it says, putting confidence in an unreliable person in times of trouble is like chewing with a broken tooth or walking on a lame foot.
Yeah, you just adding on to the damage. Well, that's why it tells you in Isaiah, I think 30 or 33, I always get it mixed up. Your trust in Pharaoh shall be your Yep, your trust in Pharaoh shall be your shame, man. Here it is, this dude showing you he's the devil. Like, what more do you need to see? But you got chiefly our people, you know, to hell with the rest of you heathen. You gonna do what you do. But Jake's just further cleaving on to this devil and his madness, man.
Well, that's how it always been with our people. They always riding for Esau that he's always right. He could do no wrong. Niggas ain't never changed the beat. You know, back even you niggas always co-signing for the so-called white man. He can never do anything wrong in your eyes.
Well, it's not all of them. It's not all white people.
Right.
Well, look at Nolan Wells.
That's the nigga that
The nigga that got disappeared hanging with Edomites.
Yeah, you niggas always want to like act like y'all sad or something when some shit like that happen. That ain't nothing new. Niggas still be getting hung too.
Yeah.
You just don't really hear about it. Like they pick and choose what goes viral, so to speak. But that ain't, you know, that's one of many.
Yeah, Esau still being the devil.
Right. And ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. You niggas are talking about the shit and everything, but ain't now one of y'all gonna do something about it. That's how it always is. Just like when George Zimmerman, when that shit was blowing up.
The list goes on.
The list goes on. And you niggas don't never do shit. You niggas just cry and complain for a week or two, and then you go get your fucking alcohol, your weed, and you chill out. You don't do shit.
It's Isaiah 24:5. It says the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Yeah, that was what showed that was 2020. The whole what do they call it? Pre-shelter in place.
Yeah.
And the earth started to heal itself, man. Showing you that it's not a global problem, so to speak. It's a people problem for a person problem.
Yeah.
Which Esau, man, you the problem.
Right. But he tries to flip the script and blame the people.
Yeah.
That's why he trying to what you call it? Put everything on the blockchain as far as like, you know, your carbon footprint. We gotta put the trees and water, the essentials on the blockchain so that we can keep track of it, so it's not just being taken advantage of. But nigga, that's you doing that.
Yeah.
You taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
But he flipped the narrative like it's your fault. When the whole time it's nobody created the way that we live, the standard, so to speak. You created that standard.
Yeah.
You said that we gotta cut down hella trees for no reason. We gotta ride on cars that pollute the air.
Yep. These factories.
You got factories that fucking just blow out fucking chemicals all damn day. Plastic all in the fucking ocean.
Yeah.
Industrialization.
Yeah.
That's something that you so-called white people came up with. Before that, it was the pre-industrialized world. But even when your red ass first started coming over here, your ass was off. You was shitting in the creeks, shitting in the rivers, pissing in the rivers. You know, you would divert the sewage of the town to the rivers. You know, so you've been off, and it got worse and more exacerbated post industrialization. But the way you live is fucked up. It's off. Which goes back to the scriptures. You know, this man being a fool, him being a base man. This has never been an issue under any other kingdom down here on the earth in history. And that was supposedly more primitive than you were. Okay, and that's the word that you Edomites throw out there, which you don't even understand what that means. You'll use as, you know, a word that has a negative connotation. When you actually look up the meaning of the word primitive, it just means original. So you're looking at a people, they're primitive, they live in the way that their ancestors have lived for thousands of years, man. And they don't got a sanitation problem. Okay, they don't got a lack of resources. You know what it is. No other nation came up with the need to put it on the blockchain. Let's make a digital ledger so we can account for how much water we had, so it's not being wasted. You know, you Edomites are the authors of wasting resources. You know, overusing the earth, man. And it started with your industrialization. You cutting down trees just to make paper. You can grow other things to make paper, but you don't want to grow that. You know? You can use hemp for paper. You can use hemp for clothing. You know, there's natural dyes that you can use. This nigga said, nah, we ain't doing that. Why? Because it's actually beneficial to the people. Hemp is cheap. Okay, and they grow like wildfire, man. Like a wildfire spreads. He can't monopolize something like that grows that quickly. Okay, so what do? He ban hemp. Can't grow. This is a legal plant. Okay, you can only use trees, or guess what? I'm gonna own the forest. Right? Then they're gonna chop down so many trees. Now there's certain forests that's protected.
Yeah. Oh, what about his? You done hunted so many animals, man. A lot of them went extinct.
Mm-hmm.
Now you gotta preserve this species and all that because of you.
Same with the ocean, the coral reefs.
Yep.
They get fucked up the majority of it.
Which they say the coral reefs are pretty much like the Amazon of the ocean.
Yeah.
It's going on very all because of one person. Ain't no other kingdom go around going crazy like that. Only one man did that.
Revelation, yep. Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry. Yeah, man. Prophecy. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged.
But this goes to what is that? Jeremiah. The nations have drunk of thy cup, and they are mad, which is pretty much synonymous with that same word that you brought out, cyclo. You know, because they brought on the Babylonian way to their society, and it further destroyed their land, their culture. You know, it wasn't no progression that went on from that, man. So now that they see that they was led astray, that they was lied to, they was given a false way, man. They like, man, to hell with this devil in his bullshit ass, way of so-called living, man.
And thy wrath is come in the time of the dead. Well, the heathen, they're already dead, but they twice dead. You know what I mean? They're going to be judged severely, man.
Yeah.
That they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
Who destroyed the earth? We gave plenty of examples. There's only one nation of people that has destroyed the earth.
Well, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Right.
He's the manager of the earth right now. You go to an establishment, all right, the waitress is poor. Okay, the food is nasty, the silverware is dirty, the cup is nasty. It's just a horrible experience. You write that Yelp review, who is it going to fall back upon? All right, the company, the management.
He let it slide. This nigga letting all this bullshit slide.
Well, it shows you that, like the brother was saying, when 2020 happened, the earth got cleaner. When that nigga was out here visiting the Kim Jong-un, they cleaned up. Like, you would think that SF was looking pristine somewhat. Like, all the drug addicts was nowhere to be found. You actually had police patrolling the streets, making sure that no crime was happening. But it shows you that, like, the nigga, if he wanted to, he could do better if he wanted to.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to. That's the thing. He wants everything to be fucked up. He wants you to see the drug addicts on the street. He wants you to see hell and feel it.
He wants you to be a drug addict on the street.
Yeah.
He wants you to fall victim to these snares that he's laying out.
Yep. Well, that's like you was going into earlier. Micah 2 and 10.
Yep.
He wants you to get caught up in this and all the different snares and nets the nigga got in this society, so that you could destroy yourself. And he gonna look at it like he gonna throw his hands up like he blameless.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't put the bottle to your mouth. I didn't force you to shoot up drugs. You did that. But you allowed it.
For the whole society, he blames everybody else.
Yeah.
The reason why there's certain, forests that you go to, you can't go off the trail. It's because this nigga chopped the forest down, man. Yeah. But now it's your fault for being here. Now you being held accountable for the bullshit this nigga did. This forest is protected. Or stay on the trail. Now you need a fishing license.
Yep, right. Yeah.
When before, there was plenty of fish here. Especially here in California, man. When you go into the history, when Gad was living out here, they were very populous, and there was less conflict in this state because the resources are so abundant, man. You got the salmon runs, okay? You got the buffalo. Just not really too much buffalo out here, but the deer is abundant. You know, acorns, it's all type of food out here, man. Them salmon's big as shit. You get a few of those during the salmon run, you good.
Yeah, that shit
And
big.
then during the off season, there's other fish that's in the bay.
Yeah.
You know, and Jacob's going on eating shellfish and shit. But it was an abundance of food out here, man. The nigga came here and destroyed all of that. Dad didn't need no fishing license back then. He wasn't going and doing no fucking commercial fishing, man.
Right.
We gonna scoop up all the salmon because I want to make a profit.
Right.
He ain't gonna eat all of it. He gonna try to sell as much as he can. The ones that don't sell that raw, he just throw it away. You know, that's Esau Edom. He's doing this on a global scale, man. Okay, commercial fishing, commercial tree fellers. You're not cutting the tree down for an actual purpose that you need to use it for. I'm gonna build a house right here, so there's trees. I'm gonna cut the trees down. This nigga goes and rents land, or he'll purchase the land and then chop down all the trees. And then sell the lumber all the way on the other side of the world. They need lumber in Japan. This nigga chop down a forest for that, man. They got trees in Japan they can chop down. They got trees in China they can chop down. But this nigga ship lumber from all the way over here to make a profit. He don't give a fuck about what the consequences are on the ecosystem, man. Well, the reason why you got eucalyptus trees over here, some dumb devil had the idea, or he sees how quick they grew down in Australia. He said, I can make money off of it. I'll just bring it here and grow it up. But it turns out it's a terrible wood to use for home building because it has a lot of oil in it. So once there's a fire, the whole structure gonna go up. But the nigga still bought the tree over here. You know, he thought he was gonna make a bag, and it turns out he fucked up. Now you see eucalyptus trees everywhere. Out of the original ecosystem that Yahweh Shai intended it to be in, man. All for what? So the nigga could put some money in his pocket. You know? That's why this damn devil gotta go, man. He fucking up that and has fucked up everything. He's still fucking shit up. You know? All your problems, all the problems on the earth stem from Esau Edom's rulership, man. Okay? You so-called white people, you the problem of the earth, man. And tell us that we lying. Who's the cause of these things? Who contaminated the water? Was water contamination a thing before the so-called white man came over here? Cab wasn't dumping fluoride in the creeks and the rivers. And so fucked up, you can't even drink water out the creeks and the rivers that's here in the Bay Area. You gotta get a bottle of water, man. A lot of the creeks he just comes up. It's a road open, and so you can't even get access to it.
You'll get in trouble for collecting rainwater. That shit literally falling from the sky. It ain't like you took it from a property out the ground from somebody's land. Literally falling from the sky. He'll get your ass hit your ass with that fucking bill and say like you're not supposed to. That's illegal. You can't do that. That's literally free water falling from the air though. He want to monopolize everything. You know, like the other going into.
Control.
I had to
If
put
you are able to live autonomously, then there's no reason for you to take the Harab. So he had to, institute all these systems to get to the point where we're getting ready to get to, which is him instituting the Harab. If you got your own water, you can go to the creek, you can go to the river, you go get water from the lake. What the hell you need Esau Edom for? If you can get your own food, why do you need Esau Edom? Why do you need permission from it? So he instituted these things. You need a fishing license. You need a hunter's license. There's certain regulations that you got to adhere to when you go hunting. Or the deer can't be under this side. When the nigga came over, he didn't give a fuck what size the deer was. The nigga literally was paying people to kill bison, man. All to starve out the tribe of Gad. He wasn't eating them bison. They was coming out west, these Edomites, They would put their rifle out the window and they'd just shoot buffalo, man. Kill them. It's one picture, you see a huge mountain of fucking bison skeletons, man. And Esau Edom sitting on top of him. He didn't eat that shit. He just, the bison that he killed for fun. Okay? And one of the reasons why he was doing this, he was targeting the nation of Israel.
I had some real quick. Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
They're talking about the so-called white man. The nigga, he ain't right. Okay? And you people will come up, well, it's not all of them. No, every single Edomite is off. There ain't no good Edomite in existence. Show me one. All right? Well, just a few months ago, last month actually, you Edomites put these rainbow flags all up and down the street. Okay? Celebrating Pride Month. Okay, which is a celebration of all type of debauchery, man. Okay, you Edomites are 100% with it. You turn up during that month. Okay, you got another freak fest that happens down here on Folsom Street that you Edomites are into. Okay, and even outside of that month, there's a district. If you keep going up that way, it's full of moles. All right. Some people tell you they got good restaurants there. The bars are nice, man. That's Esau Edom. Okay, he promotes none but wickedness, man. The scriptures tell you that, Malachi, the 1st chapter. Keep going.
But the just shall live by his faith.
Yeah, and the just is talking about the nation of Israel, beginning with the elect. All right? But yeah, Esau Edom is off, man.
Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine.
That wine is going into his philosophies, okay? Which has puffed him up. He think he's the smartest dude on the earth. There's no one smarter than the so-called white man. I have the highest IQ, which is bullshit. You go into the origins of IQ, Esau Edom made that up to exalt itself, man. Okay, that test doesn't measure how intelligent someone is. Okay? What really measures intelligence is whether or not you acknowledge whether you follow the laws or not, man. Okay, because this is true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, not polluting the water where you got to live at. Okay, not over fishing any body of water that you have access to. Not only do the fish provide you food, they also play an important role in the ecosystem, man. When this nigga came over here, he killed off all the bears and they killed off all the wolves.
He had to learn how to survive from God. Nigga didn't even know how to live in harmony with the land. He had to learn from God, and then he still couldn't get it right.
But nigga reintroduced the wolf more recently. He figured we actually need those predators because the prey, you know, the non-meat eaters is destroying all the vegetation. Well, duh, nigga, that's why the Most High created it in the first place, man. Checks and balances. But Esau Edom is an unbalanced individual. So him being unbalanced himself, he gonna spread that imbalance everywhere he goes. All right.
Which the Lord coined unbalance and abomination. You know, so he poured out abominations.
That's right.
It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man.
And the nigga proud. He actually believes his own bullshit. All the bullshit this nigga came up with over the years, going all the way back to the Re-Enlightenment era, okay? During the Renaissance period, he believed all that shit, man. Evolution. Okay, he's the top man on earth. So whatever he says, that's you know, everybody has to accept it. His bullshit science that he came up with, you know, he actually believes all this bullshit, man, that causes him to transgress. All right, and it's also lifted him up. He actually believes that madness. Man, I'm the greatest man on earth. So whatever comes out of my mouth, you know, nobody else can come up with a better idea, but look at the result of it, man. The earth is completely destroyed under the rulership of the so-called white man. Okay? And then not just only the earth, the people are fucked up, like the brother's going into. All right? The world languishes, man. The word languish means to grow weak. Okay, and why are you weaker year after year? Because the so-called white man, the way he conducts himself is detrimental to the earth, man. The way he grows food is detrimental to the earth, detrimental to you. Okay? You're supposed to let the land rest every 7th year. Okay, when you are growing crops. This nigga said, the hell with that. We don't need that. Okay, what's the purpose of that? I can grow all throughout the year. Then when the nigga hit the wall and the crop stopped growing, he had to come up with an idea. Well, we got to do something about this. You know, the solution's already there. Stop growing shit for a year, man. Chill out. No, guess what? Well, it's in the lab, right? Nigga came up with some chemicals. Well, hey, we can make synthetic nitrogen and synthetic phosphorus, and we'll just pour it in the soil. There we go, good to go. Look, the crops are growing, but the nutritional value is gone. Okay? And you wonder why you through, man. You eat the same shit, tomatoes, you got a good diet, but the nutritional value is not there. You know? Then what's the niggas, what did he come up with to counteract that? They got supplements.
Right.
Which those supplements don't work. They're not bioavailable, man. Who knows where the fuck the niggas source the supplements from? But the reason why it's in the food, okay, the Most High intricately designed all the fruits and vegetables with these, vitamins, minerals, okay, to be absorbed with other things that's in that fruit or that vegetable, man. You can't just take it by itself and think that you're going to receive the benefits from it, man. Okay, so when you eat a tomato, there's certain constituents with the vitamins and minerals that's in there that help you absorb it. Okay? Nigga said, no, fuck, you don't need that. Here's some vitamin A. Or here's vitamin K. I'm taking your good. You know? Or here's some vitamin D. You don't need nutritional fruits and vegetables. You can have supplements. You know? That's this damn devil, man. More of the devil's handiwork.
Yeah.
And then the niggas bring a pat himself on the back. Yeah, look what I did. Man, I got the supplements. I isolated vitamin A, I isolated vitamin K, and now I can sell it to you. When what Yahweh Shai made, it was working perfectly fine. Until your red ass came and fucked it up, man. Keep going.
He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
Yeah, that's why he's in all these other countries, man. When you look at the military bases of the U.S., man, they spread spread thin, man. Multiple, hundreds.
If America got invaded, it'd be over with. That's how thinly spread that their army is. You're everywhere else but where you need to be at home base.
Like their second time to say, they come and build and take them by violence.
That's right.
They want all the resources.
Yeah, he ain't gonna tell you that though.
Right.
He want the resources straight up and down, but he'll go in there with a whole
They
scenario.
land or something.
Yeah, we gotta liberate the people.
He only kept it 100 about Iran. He said, we want that oil.
Yep.
We need that.
He said the oil's here. Going back to the 70s when there was a coup, attempted coup in Iran, and the people, they shut it down. They overthrew the United States installed government. And Esau Edom, he still feels some type of way, man. He said that's his oil. That's what Trump says, that shit. That's my oil. He said the same thing about Venezuela. They got our oil.
He said he's gonna take over the strait. We gonna be running that. Y'all ain't about to be running that. We gonna control that. Nigga wanna just take over everything.
Yeah, good luck with that, man.
Well, you see how he getting at his EU members, man. I forgot which.
He tried to go into Greenland.
Yeah.
He was like, that's my land. That's
Yeah, so we gonna go in there anyway.
Yeah, but that show you the spirit of Esau. You know, nigga, he got an unsatiable appetite, or insatiable. You know, he could never have enough.
You be on a fishing boat, that nigga drone strike you, say you trapping.
Yes.
You be on a fishing boat, you say you got cocaine in there, he'll hit you with a drone. You're in international waters. But it's international waters. But that nigga has jurisdiction to fucking nuke your ass. Damn devil.
It says, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied.
Yeah, like the brother said, he's insatiable. Which Yahweh Shai is going to use that against you to bring you to your demise, man. Okay? Or said Isaiah, Jeremiah, the 50th chapter. I set a trap for these. You already through it. You don't even know it. You proud as hell. You look at the comments on these videos concerning what Trump is saying about Iran. You know, what moves he gonna make, how he gonna destroy it. These Edomites say 100% on board, man. Yeah, you fucker should have listened to us. Should have accepted the deal. Now we're gonna destroy you. It ain't gonna go down like that. All right. Mosai ain't with you Edomites and your war endeavors, man. The Mosai's setting you up.
Yep.
Okay. You going to war with Iran is going to lead to your annihilation. All right? You ain't going to make it out of this, man. All right? That's the reason why Trump can't stop the war. You already fell for the trap. Mosai sent that thought to that damn devil. They're going to hit you. It's a fucking dream this nigga had. The whole time this nigga dreaming, he thought the shit actually happened. This nigga, he ordered the attack. Now you locked in.
Yep.
And you can't retreat because you're going to look like a coward, man.
Right.
So no, they got to meet our demands.
Right.
And you already want Iran for your own purposes anyway, man. So you ain't leaving. And then you got BB behind the closed doors pulling your strings, man. Keep going.
But gathereth unto him all nations.
Yep. Which proves that this talk about the so-called white man. He's the only one that has all nations gathered to himself. Mainly here in America. Okay, which it goes into that as well in Revelation the 17th chapter. America's known as the great melting pot.
Yep.
All nationalities under the sun are here in America, man. Some unknown island you ain't never heard of in the South Pacific, those people are here, man. Taking part in the American experiment. All right, you ain't never heard of the island before, but you come across these people in your day-to-day, man. Oh, shit, word. No other country is like this. Okay, keep going.
It says, and heapeth unto him all people.
Yep.
Shall not all these take up Shall not all these take up a parable against him?
And that's what's beginning to happen. All these people cursing your ass out, man. Okay? Because the reason why these nations are here is because of your colonial history, man. You annexed these certain nations, and then they came over here for a better life. Supposedly. But then you curse them out when they get here, man. Fucking our country. Well, you messed their country up before they so-called came over here and messed your country up, man. Okay? Keep going.
It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
Yeah, these other nations are pissed off, man. Woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his. Okay, they said that about you when you went into Venezuela. They said that about you when you went into Libya. They said that about you when you went into Iraq. And they say that now with Iran. They even getting on a small hat for taking over the land of Palestine and annexing it. Okay? All these people calling out the genocide that's going on, man. So you're getting exposed. All right? Keep going.
It says, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
And that word clay, when you look it up in the Hebrew, is abatya, which means debt, which is further pointing towards America, man. The debt here is out of control. It's over $31 trillion. Okay?
You got countries dumping the dollar.
Keep going.
It says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee?
And that's what's happening now. These nations suddenly rising up against you, man. Like a few years ago, there was a summit that happened between the United States and China up there in Alaska, and the Chinese was cursing your ass out, man. This is unprecedented, by the way, because China is supposed to be a lesser nation, less powerful nation in the United States. But they was cursing China, they was cursing America out, man. And what are all these nations bringing up? Your history. How you had a mass genocide on the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Yet you go around the world portraying yourself to be the bastion of freedom and human rights, man. When you've committed the worst human rights atrocities in history. All right? And you don't like when they bring that up, man. Keep going.
And awake that shall vex thee.
And now these nations, they rising up against you, man. And eventually, all these nations, they're going to declare war on you. And all the nations that have nuclear capabilities, they're going to shoot their nuclear arsenal on you, man. And you're going to be burned up. Okay?
Well, this devil will say there's a white genocide going on. Nigga, that's your own doing. No nigga went in a lab and said, you know what, let's do a white genocide. You can't blame niggas for that, man. Then you want to call niggas, all right, mainly the people on these sides, human bioweapons.
Damn.
Right? Yes, he say he calls Jake bioweapons. That's the nerve of the so-called white man. And then if you bring up colonialism, slave trade, genocide, okay, mass rape, robbery, murder, all committed by the so-called white man, what's all you get over it? And I say, get over that. Don't bring that shit up. Why you got to make everything about race? But then you start talking about some other stuff. Now it's a white genocide. Now there's anti-white. Everybody's anti-white. It's okay to be white. Then the white man have a shirt saying it's okay to be white. Why do you gotta say that, nigga? Right? Niggas didn't even have that shirt. Niggas were getting whipped. Niggas was getting sprayed by fire hoses, bitten by German shepherds. Niggas weren't doing all that. You know what they did? They sat at the counter and they was getting ice cream, milkshakes poured on their head, man. But Esau, he worked up because, it got active at the Waffle House.
Yeah. They're chipping out.
They're chipping out. Look, they're chimping out again. You're the one chimping out, man.
You're the original chimp.
You haven't stopped chimping out. Right? When your dirty ass red foot got over here to the so-called New World, you chimped out, man. But man, you couldn't hold it. So what'd you do? You just went and mass murdered, enslaved, stole every last bit of resources you could take. And you still ain't done with it. You're still going, but yeah, you want to blame Jake. You want to say, niggas are bioweapons. I gotta blame black culture. Let's blame black culture, this and that. Yeah, we all know about the 2/3. All right, there's things we agree with the so-called white man, but listen, you're the devil. All right,
where did nigga culture come from? Where did black culture come from? That's an advent of the so-called white man.
It's a psyop.
That ain't the culture that we had when you picked us up in the west coast of Africa.
That wasn't the culture back in the 1920s. That wasn't the culture in the 1940s. Okay, that wasn't the culture of the 1960s. Even then, that was created in the late 80s, man.
All right, 80s, the feminist.
Yeah, late 70s. That all happened with what? So-called white man's popular culture. Okay, that was a subculture of the popular culture of that revolution, right? That hippieism, okay, civil rights, and all this weirdo shit, which now evolved into what we see today. Okay, chimping out, gay parades, and you name the rest. All right, that's all part of the same culture. It's the so-called white man's culture. That's Esau, Edom. That's American popular culture. So you try to blame it on Jake, this and that, man. Just give it a rest, Esau. Okay, you're going into slavery. Right? Your time is done. The Strait of Hormuz, they shut that shit back up, and they can't go through the Red Sea either because they got the Houthis on the other side lighting your ass up, so you can't get out of there, man. Now they see the Saudi ships got to take the Suez all the way to the Mediterranean, all the way down the Horn, go all the way around Africa, come all the way around, man.
Treacherous waters at the Horn of Africa, man.
Just to get oil over to Taiwan and China. That's how bad it is. So best believe everything's to get more expensive because so-called Chinese, they're producing all the goods you need. All the electronics, okay, all the semiconductors, all the microchips, okay, all the bullshit clothing you have on, your Nikes, all right, everything's getting built over there in the East. And they don't got no oil, man. They got to get it from the Middle East. So, watch. Christmas time, kids ain't getting presents. All right, and the heaters ain't gonna be turned on either, man. You're gonna open up the oven, heat up the house, man. Okay, you're gonna have rich Edomites doing that, man. We're suffering. But then Esau's gonna talk about how he's suffering. Like he's been getting back whipped for centuries. There you go. What is he gonna say? Treating me like the end. That's what he's gonna say, man. Go ahead.
It says, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
And so basically the chicken's coming home to roost, man. And see, these Edomites all bucked out. They wonder why does everybody hate us? Why are all these nations against us? Look at your history, man. What nation, what country has a so-called white man been to where he hasn't murdered the population there? And go down the list. Went over to India, he massacred those people. Okay? He put hell on them. We already know about the scramble for Africa, so you can cost Africa out. Okay, Asia, Boxer's Revolution, the list goes on, man.
Then he murdered himself.
Yep.
The Bolsheviks. Okay. What you did in World War I, World War II. Not to mention Napoleon.
Yep.
Okay. Who else before that? You goddamn devils over there in Europe. You guys were chimping. They were chimping out, man. They were chimping out, man. Especially in World War I. That was a chimp out. They did trench warfare.
Yeah,
That's chimp out, man.
Global chimp out, man.
That's a chimp out, man. See, Jake, Gad, and Judah, right? They get to a point like people sitting in the trench, man. Like, man, let's make a deal, nigga. All right, figure this out. We about to be in the trench, get thrown mustard gas on us.
Yeah.
For what reason? And then Judah and Gad had reason to fight. They had their life. What you Edomites have to fight for? Nothing, man. You guys were slaves. You were owned by the international bankers the whole time, man. See, you guys got some goddamn nerve. That's why you're about to get spoiled by all the other nations. You are right now. All these American dollars are going where? To the other nations. All right, it's not getting reinvested here. None of that money's getting reinvested here. That's why you see these schools closing down. Kids are stupider than ever. All right, the roads ain't fixed. Nothing fixed. All right, the bridges are through. Okay, police forces are getting cut. But meanwhile, while they're cutting back everything, what are they really investing in? Mass surveillance. All right, drone. Well, I saw a clip of this nigga, or should I say plural, right? Multiple. Okay, going around hitting the cars, right? Bipping and shit. And they follow these niggas all the way to goddamn Hayward.
Yep.
All right, they have the drones on their ass. They have the drones. They follow their ass all over and caught him hitting multiple spots. SFPD went down there to Hayward because the flock camera showed the camera there where they was in the parking lot. They got flock cameras in all these parking lots, all these grocery stores. They got flock cameras.
They're all on the freeway exits too.
They're all on the freeways, all the entrances, the exits, the intersections. Okay, they line it up, sending it to whoever needs to see it. Palantir. And what do? They got you niggas, man. Just like Mr. Fab, they got that. They didn't even need a flock camera for that. They could just upload it to social media like a dumbass. See, that's how stupid you get. Right, Esau Edom, he gonna get you, man. He's gonna keep reinvesting money where? Into a slave state, that surveillance slave state. Okay, and more drones like they got SFPD. I think they had some nigga on like Adam 22 or something. I didn't watch. I saw a clip, but they talk about in Frisco. You can't hit licks. It's done now, or shoot niggas is done now.
These all crime.
These are all
drones. The drones walking around earlier. I seen one up in the air. And a few seconds later, the fucking undercover came by. And wraps up somebody up down. Drones walking around.
That's why. Hey, pretty soon. Niggas are to get good at coding, man. We're gonna find out a way how to hack in the drone. We're gonna niggas watch. Now all of a sudden niggas gonna get educated. We're gonna learn the technology, hit EMF, shut down the drone, hack the drone, find the drone location. All right, all in the name of what? Committing more crime. It'd be like fucking cyberpunk out here. Niggas trying to hit a thing. See, that's all part of the plan. Then these other nations, what are they getting these drones from? Really, they're buying them from China any damn way. The same flock camera technology, CCTV camera technology is coming from where? It's already been used out there in China. And then what do they want to bring out? The citizen, what do they call it? Citizen app, so to speak. What do they call it over there? The rating they got over there in China? Social credit score. Okay, all of that's coming into play here in America. You got more on that?
Yeah. It says, because of men's blood and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
Read that again. Because of
Yep.
what?
It says, I'll read it from the top. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
Yeah, the remnant of the people are going to spoil you, mainly the elect, right? The Lord's chosen, all right? Keep going. Because ultimately, this devil, all of America is going to be wiped out. All of America is going to be wiped out. All the riches left over is going to be left over for the Israelites. Okay? Because what does America even have? They got rid of all their gold. Fort Knox is empty. Everything's based on this phony money. Okay? What America has left is what? Fresh water? The Lord's going to create a miracle and bring us back, bring the world back to its original state, man. Okay? Whatever fresh, clean water you have now is nothing compared to what we're going to have in the kingdom, man. To be crystal clear. Well, you go see those Alps over there in France and Italy. They're done. They call it Chamonix. They show you since the past 60 years that glacier gone. It's gone. And it's not going to come back. Esau said you need another ice age for that shit to come back. So you see a total deterioration of the world, man, of the earth, all because of this goddamn devil. Keep reading.
Because of men's blood and for the violence of the land.
That's right, men's blood and the violence of the land. See, America was established on nothing but blood and violence. It continues to survive on blood and violence. See this devil, he'll justify going to war in Iran, saying, well, we have to go to war in Iran because that's how we stay protected to live our lives here. You're a fucking idiot, man. They believe what the government has told them, that hey, if it ain't for the U.S. military going around the world pillaging and drone striking people, you wouldn't be able to live this free, weirdo lifestyle you have here in America. It's all bullshit, man. Okay? The Chinese don't got their military all over the place. They living good, man. I see them niggas, man, they living good. So-called Japanese, their military ain't all over the place. You know, they made alliances where they got to bow down to the U.S. empire. But they get to live their life, their culture, their way. So that's all BS, man. Okay? Meanwhile, all that money, billions of dollars getting spent on these. Every strike is how many millions of dollars? Okay? Meanwhile, you're losing money with your military because you can't fight against Iran's military prowess, so to speak. But at the same time, you're not selling any oil, man. Or enough of it. Yeah, you're selling it, but it's selling at a high price. But you're not selling as much as you used to, which is now you're creating shortages. Now prices are going up higher. And Esau, that, like you were saying earlier, this devil has this melting pot here. The only reason why it's a melting pot is because the devil wants to boost his economy. All right? The more cheap labor, the more people in the labor force, the higher GDP and all this other bullshit he can do to hedge it, go more into debt, and to say he's a success, man. That's why that's the only reason why you got Jeets everywhere, man. All right? All these people from all over the world coming there because it's for the economy. And this guy, this devil, Trump, he ain't about to mass deport nobody, man. That was a bunch of bullshit to get niggas to vote for him. He ain't mass deport shit. Because what's the argument? Well, if you mass deport, then we're gonna lose this many billions of dollars of the economy because they pay their consumers, they work, right? They do this, they buy that. So you get rid of all those illegals, the economy's gonna crash. So the nigga in charge, this devil, you know who, right? He making money off everything, every disaster, everything that's good, everything that's bad. The dope, the drugs, they make the money off of that. All right, and if they can't figure a way to make money off of it, they're gonna find a way to steal money from you and take it and put it in their own pockets, which is exactly what they're doing with this homeless shit and all this other madness. Keep going.
Because of men's blood and for the violence of the land, of the city, and all that dwell therein.
Yep, the violence of the blood and all that dwell therein. Because this society, America, has gone on for so long to the point where it can't go any further. Right? You already conquered from sea to side to sea. You already subdued all the wild west. What is there next for you? Okay? Well, now it's time for you to establish your new world order. That's what it is. Okay? This devil already knew what his plan was to do. Establish this right here. New world order, man. Put the capstone on that new Novus Ordo Seclorum. All right, to create a caste system society where it's just him and the rest of you people are slaves. Meanwhile, trying to annihilate so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The nigga ain't forget about that was plan A. He never put that to the side, man. He's still working on it. Keep going.
It says, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house.
Yeah, and that's that evil covetousness goes all the way back to Jacob and Esau, to that birthright. Right? That's why he wants to totally exterminate so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And that's why he goes around the world trying to own every last resource all over the world. That's why these other nations are in his way. Moab, okay, Ishmael, okay, Elam, they're in his way, actually. This devil wants to control everything because there's this so-called EV race, right? These electric vehicles or electric power race. And the U.S. is getting left behind, man.
China's dominating.
So-called Chinese are dominating. Why is that? Because they went to Africa, they went to other parts of Southeast Asia, okay, and they made deals with those governments, and those people said, hey, we'll buy up as much of your precious materials to create these batteries, right? And they've been buying them for decades now. So now they got storages, they set it up to where they bought a lot before the technology got good. So now the technology's getting good, now they can start using that. And they got more to use. Meanwhile, the U.S., okay, is trying to buy it on the open market. Trying to make deals now, which is, the price is too high. Now that's why everything's too high. It's too high. They can't get back in there. They didn't set it up to a point where, okay, we're going to be ready for it when it does come. But that shows you that planned economy has perks as compared to a free market economy, this American economy, basically, which is all about panics, collapses, depressions, okay, busts and booms, okay. That's why you had that guy, Big H, Double H. He was on that National Socialism hype. He said, hey man, we got to make sure everybody eat and it's in the best interest of the nation. Meanwhile, the USA is all free, liberal, open world map society, GTA 6. Okay, that's pretty much what this devil wants you everyday people to be living in. Meanwhile, he just stealing everything. He just totally getting richer and richer, figuring out more efficient ways to put your ass in chains. Keep going.
Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
Read that again.
Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high.
Yeah, he set that nest on high. Mainly all his special satellites, his aircraft, everything he has in the skies right now, man. Okay, his international space station, and ultimately what is this devil talking about? He wants to make a hotel on the moon. Whether that's possible or not, okay. But that's what the devil says he wants to do. Okay? And they send bitches over to this past year they sent some bitches over there up in space. Amazon did. Yeah. Or Gail King and so on and so forth, right? So yeah, pretty soon you're gonna see a lot more people going out into outer space, man. But they want to build that Elysium type society outside of the Earth, because they know the Earth is gonna fall into what? It's gonna fall into nuclear war. Okay, but then them not having the understanding that after nuclear war, there's only one thing: it's going to be the Israelites, it's going to be the kingdom of heaven. Not like how the Sakari believe. They believe, well, who even is the Sakari, by the way? They defunct. They got 86. They just fell to the wayside. Okay. Well, regardless, they were saying about Russia after Russia going to have a quick run. They're gonna have what? They're gonna make it 3 NBA finals, and then go back into the bottom barrel of the league. Some bullshit, retarded shit. Okay, no evidence, no scriptural basis for any of that. And what are the Russians gonna do? They don't got bases everywhere. They can't go around everywhere and impose their influence on every nation like the Americans have done. Okay, the Russians just want to mind their own business, mainly make deals and so on and so forth. And that's why nations like Russia, China, India, okay, Saudis, they're going to get together against this damn devil, man. And then ultimately NATO, the EU.
BRICS nation.
Then BRICS nations, they're going to get together to roll up against you, man. Okay, you're going to be that, for lack of a better word, that sacrificial lamb. But that's what America is for the Lord, man. You're that sacrifice. Okay? To bring in the kingdom of heaven. All you people that get wiped out here are going to be part of that sacrifice.
That he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people.
And this devil wants to get delivered. He thinks he can get delivered, man, from the missiles, man. You're not.
Yeah, it's talking about the elite. That's why they keeping up all this treasure to themselves. Man. They buying up all the resources, they consolidating everything. Okay, even though the collapse is coming, they are trying to set themselves in a position where they ain't gonna be affected by it. But like the elder was going into, the destruction is coming. Your house shot's coming back, man. So you ain't gonna escape at the end of the day.
And it's all part of the Lord's plan. You're getting all those riches together just to hand it over.
That's right.
All right, because you're ultimately going to think that, oh, let me keep all these just in case I got to pay someone off. Yeah, you're going to pay us off, but it's not going to be a transaction. All right, you think it's going to be some sort of transaction, some shalom, brother, shalom, some currency transaction that you're going to get something back for it. No, you're going to go straight into slavery. It's going to be reclamation, a retribution. Okay. All that was what is owed to us. Plus, you're going to have to pay more for that in your blood, in your sweat, in your tears. Okay? And for all your generations after. Okay? Because nowhere before were children born into slavery like how it was in America. Okay? Yeah, it wasn't. In some cases, yes, that was the case. But not like how you devils did it here in America.
Yeah, right? Chattel slavery. That was non-existent until the so-called white man came on the scene and established it here in America.
Yeah, they had rules, man. Everyone thought, people think about slavery, they think about the chattel slavery here in America, but the slavery in the ancient times wasn't like that, man. Okay? You couldn't just go and beat the shit out of your slave like that, crazy. Just murder them, take their babies away, do all this extra shit.
Or if you were a slave and your children were slaves.
Yep.
If you were a slave, your child could be born free. They don't have to be subject to the same type of treatment that you got, or same status. Okay? Or you can also buy your freedom. That was very rare over on this side, man.
Yep.
Okay? Slave, they wasn't making money anyway. You working for free.
You're completely expendable, man. But hence the term chattel, man. You're treated as an animal.
If you run away, according to the scriptures, you got a slave and they leave you. Okay, you beat the shit out of them, they can leave. You can't go catch them and bring them back and put them back in captivity.
Yep.
The reason why they left, because you oppressed them, man.
Yep.
This damn devil said, the hell with that. You niggas belong to me. Well, send the slave catchers out there, send the dogs after them, and drag the niggas back. And then the dudes, they get caught and chop his foot off. They'll put the yoke around his neck with the bells on it. They'll brand him as a runner.
Rip your eyes out. You know? Hang you from the bridge, hang you from the tree. Now, yeah, in the ancient world, if you did that to your slave, man, the slave would run off, man, and he'd go serve a new master. Okay? But you devils were real sick about it, man. They thought they were going to get off scot-free. Keep going.
Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul.
That's right. You sinned against your soul mainly because you had these scriptures with you, you devil. All right, you had these scriptures with you, knowing damn well you don't know how to break it. You're using it to what? To enslave us. Then you want to put up a picture of Cesare Borgia, man. All right. Then you want to claim to bring Christianity to the world, man. You're the light of Esau's the light of the world, while you was enslaving, raping, robbing, murdering, and you're still doing it, man. Keep going.
It says, for the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
That's right. That's why you see these towns completely falling apart. Mainly right here, San Francisco, downtown San Francisco. Yeah, you see a lot of people walking around. but they're just walking around. Ain't shit to go into. They're just aimless. Okay? They don't know what's going on. There's literally nothing to do here. Okay? All these places are shutting down. Even the designer stores, I see them emptying out. Are they gonna come back? No. Who's gonna spend money there? Okay? It's a perfect storm. Okay, not only it's a shitty economy, it's a shitty place to be in, the drugs, the crime, but you got online. You got people go online and just order online to get it at the house. It's all part of the plan to totally bring these really the Lord's plan to break down this economy to the point where there's no more food, there's no more food trucks, there's no more gas and oil, man. All right, keep going.
It says, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity. Behold, is it not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity? For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea.
That's right.
Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink.
That's Esau. Now, you're the one flooding the world with drugs. And before that, all these, and still to this day, your philosophies, man. Okay? So we got those kids, what were they? What are little illegals walking around here? It's dumb as hell, man. Why? Because they drink that wine, man. They drink that drink of the so-called white Babylonian juice. Okay? And the rest of these nations are on it too. That's why they're all in debt. They're all in economies that are survive on so-called growth, which leads to what? The destruction of the world, man. Extracting resources too much. Because before, that's not how the economy's supposed to work when you read the scriptures, man. It's supposed to be sustainable. You're supposed to have enough, just enough for you and your people, and you're good. And the riches will come, the Lord will bless you.
Even a little extra if you want to sell something. But to do it to the extent that Esau Edom does it, it's wicked, man.
Yeah, Esau will literally destroy entire communities, entire villages, flood entire valleys, just to keep his bullshit going, man. Which he's done. All right, you look at the city of Los Angeles, there's this place called Owens Valley. It used to be a river. It used to be a lake. That shit is now just a sulfur pit, man. And when the wind comes, it just kicks up all that sulfur and people breathe it in. They're dying of cancer, man. From the lake bed. Why? Because they pumped all that water to go to LA. Look at San Francisco. There's no fresh water here. So what they do? They had another valley called Hetchy. They flooded it, man. And that valley was like Yosemite Valley. Just like it was a mini Yosemite Valley. Beautiful rock edifices. Okay. And what did this devil do? Flooded it. You know, Gab was living in that valley. So what did he do? He flooded. He got rid of it. Why? So people could be over here and get fresh water and be freaks. Fucking weirdos. That's the only reason why. What else? What else has the city done for the world other than allow freakism and weirdoism to spread throughout the world? Keep going.
Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunk also, that thou may look upon his nakedness.
Yeah, back to that chimping out. You want to blame Jake for chimping out. You're the one that making him chimp out. You're over here triggering him, calling him the end. You know, saying being rude, being disrespectful. And then now he's chimping out because he got a problem with it.
And then he gave Jake that culture. That whole hood gangster mentality that came from Esau Edom, so-called white man. During the 90s with the whole gangster, particularly a small hat, okay, by the name of Jerry Heller. That's what, after that, then the whole gangster shit became a big deal amongst the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Then he gives you these things, then he's like he's going into it earlier. He steps back and puts his hands up. Look, this is how these niggas act. They're violent. They're tripping out. You know, but what's the origins of this culture? What's the origins of this mentality? It goes back to you. This is something that you force-fed so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans after you took our customs away from us, man.
Yeah, and you incentivize that behavior through glorification of people, all right? By putting up the imagery and funding it and giving it and
popularizing it amongst the community. Okay? To the point where that's all niggas got. That's a nigga's option is what? Hooping or trapping. He got an option to be a nigga.
We have to
Or
be
he
a
can be a
nigga.
nigga. He got two
Through.
options. Hey, a nigga just so happened to tell us that. He only had two options. He was gonna be a nigga or a nigga, man. Which is a sad state of affairs. Nowhere did he have the option of being a man of the Lord. That was not in the picture. It wasn't given to him. It wasn't given to him.
You had that movie called Colors that came out in 1988, was pretty much pushing out that image of being like Bloods and Crips, you know, amongst Jake. He was putting that in the media.
But to see that movie Colors, man, it had a lesson to it. A lot of those movies, man. See, these niggas, they watch those movies, they don't think about the lesson. They just like the cool part. It's like the saxophone scene. Niggas just like the saxophone scene. That's it. Like you see, Jake will watch Goodfellas. He'll be like, yeah, I like that shit. You know, niggas watch Casino. You know, Scarface. You know, but then the lessons is the same every time. The nigga don't make it, man. He got shot, died, family got killed, in prison. You know, the glory lasted so long. But see, a nigga is completely in the moment. Yep. But see, I saw an Edomite break that down. He breaks down a nigga's so deep in the moment, he doesn't think about 10 seconds in front of him.
Damn.
That's how deep. That's the so-called white man broke that shit. I guess I should say that one out because that was funny as hell. But it's kind of true. Because here it is. You tell, let's say Jake is camping out with the police, right? Police say, hey, put the gun down, man. The nigga ain't gonna think about what to do. He's not thinking about, man, if I don't put the gun down, I'm gonna get shot. Right? He's so deep in the moment, he's gonna hold on to the gun. Next thing you know, he get lit up. Okay? Or you'll be like that kid on the boat with Esau. What do they do to that nigga? They just left his ass out there in the island. The Isle of Man. Keep going.
Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee.
Yeah, that cup is that slavery, man. All right, keep going.
And shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
And that's that shameful spewing. It's too much for him. Now it's anti-white. No, it's just called history. It's called facts. It's called evidence.
It's called you getting your comeuppance.
And it's about damn time, double.
Yeah, you can't do all this wickedness, be a complete demon, and then expect nothing to happen to you, man. Even, you know, if we did something, we go around beating the shit out of people, SMPD eventually gonna come visit us, man. We're gonna have to pay or answer for our actions. We're gonna be presented in front of a judge, and then some type of sentence is gonna go out, man. Okay? Same thing is happening to you. But the difference is, you ain't sitting before a man, you sitting before the creator of the heavens and the earth. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai condemned your red ass, man. And everything at Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's disposal, including the nations that he created, are rising up against your red ass, man. The earth is coming up against you. Okay, the Most High is putting it in the minds of your leaders to completely fuck your society up, man. And then the icing on the cake is going to be the thermonuclear destruction that's going to come and the return of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
That's right.
Which the Heavenly Father, He's telling you all these things are going to happen. Okay, so you Edomites is bugging out over the state of affairs that you currently find your nation in. It's all written in the scriptures as to why these things are happening, man. You know what you did to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, but like it says in Isaiah the 47th chapter, you didn't take these things into account. You want to get on Jake for not thinking 10 seconds ahead. You Edomites, you don't think. Okay? Because you were supposed to think about, well, what's going to happen if I put these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in chattel slavery? What's going to happen if I have a mass genocide on these people? You said to hell with it. Okay, they savages anyway, it don't matter. Well, guess what? You putting your hands on so-called savages got your country in a situation that it's in now. All right? Now, nuclear war is looming over your head with this conflict that you got with Iran. Okay, which the Russians, they gonna get involved in it, and they gonna shoot their nuclear arsenal in this place, man. It all goes back to one decision that you made, which was going and putting the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in slavery, man. You was talking all kind of shit during the 1600s, the 1700s, the 1800s. All this propaganda you was pushing out, concerning so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and now you got to pay for it, man. Now you all upset. Deal with the consequences of your actions, man. You want to try to say Jake is not accountable for his actions. You ain't accountable, man. You got to pay for what you did to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, which those on our names, by the way, we are the Israelites, okay? The chosen people are the creator of the heavens and the earth. And the Heavenly Father, the creator, he pissed off at you, man. He got a big problem with you. And eventually he's going to completely destroy you.
Well, he completely disregarded the birthright.
Which he sold.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to talk about accountability? Hold your forefather accountable for despising the birthright, man.
Well, that nigga will still tell you that Gad sold Manhattan for some beads.
Yes, bullshit.
They'll tell you that was a deal. That hey, you made a deal, nigga. This is our rock, right? But then you bring out the birthright. He said he was finessed.
Yeah.
Trickster.
Man, I was hungry. Shouldn't have gotten it. But why'd you even bring that? Why was it even part of the deal? Nigga, you made the deal.
Yeah. We got the account. We got what your forefather said. He said this birthright is worthless to me. I'm at the point of death. What good is it going to do? Here, you can have it.
And then they'll get mad again and say, well, you didn't have to go as far as get the blessing too.
You already sold the birthright. The birthright was the blessing. But that's Esau evil. That's the non-accountability of the so-called white man. We're trying to paint these people as not being accountable. That's you. You projected, man. Okay? You sold the birthright. Whatever. That's the reason why this message is coming out. Because there ain't no message of repentance for you Edomites. It's just destruction. Get Isaiah the 34th chapter, man. You Edomites are done. Okay? And there's nothing you can do to make your society better. It's going to continue to get worse from here on out, man. All right? My man DJ Trump is doing a beautiful job at bringing this country down even further, man. The debt continues to skyrocket. The value of your dollar continues to fall, and there's nothing you can do to stop it, man. And guess what? You got savages cursing your ass out about it, man. You got the niggers to remind you that your country's fucked, all right? And look at us. We blessed by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Okay? Because when your country gets destroyed, the Heavenly Father is going to deliver the nation of Israel while your ass is burning up, man. And set us up as the rulers of the earth. Okay? And you're going to be in the kingdom too, but you're going to have chains around your neck and feathers on your feet, man. Bring it out.
Isaiah 34:1. Come near, ye nations, to hear.
And this goes double for you so-called white people, man. All right? The main message is directed towards you as it states in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Okay? Edom figures prominently in the future prophecies, end-time prophecy, as the scene of great future judgments. Great judgment is going to befall America, man. Okay? Because this is the main nation that oppresses so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which the elder was just going into, Hetch Hetchy Valley. Who was living there before the so-called white man flooded it to make it a water source for San Francisco? Gadites, who you call Indians, all right? Who you call savages. Who knows what type of artifacts is there buried under all that water, man? All right? Keep going.
And hearken, ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is therein.
Yeah, we know you Edomites ain't gonna hearken because you're wicked, man. Okay, you ain't gonna repent. You're gonna come up with all type of excuses. All right. Oh, well, my Jacob was a trickster. He didn't tell me that this was gonna happen. He didn't say that. He would eventually get the blessing. He just won the birthright. That's a part of it, you dumbass. You're supposed to read the fine print, man. That's why the nigga's so shiesty with his contracts nowadays, because he didn't read the fine print, man. Keep going.
And all that is therein the world, and all things that come forth of it. But the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
That's why your country's in the situation that it's in right now, man. The indignation of the Lord is upon all nations. Okay? And that's double for you Edomites, man. The word indignation means anger aroused by something perceived as unjust or unworthy. And you Edomites, you unjust and you unworthy of inheriting the promises that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has for his people, man. Okay? Here, the Most High gave you the perfect opportunity to prove yourself worthy, man. What are you doing with it? You spread wickedness throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay? One of the things that the Heavenly Father despises, you trying to push that on all nations. That you want all nations to be sodomites. Okay? So you're saying you're better than the nation of Israel, but when we look at your works, you're the worst nation to say that. All the laws, you just said, to hell with that. Okay, we ain't following nothing in that, but we're going to come up with our own ways, and the Most High has to accept us. Okay? Keep going.
For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies.
His fury upon all their armies. That's why you locked in a war with Iran right now. And this war is going to escalate. Okay? You ain't getting out of it, man. It's supposed to be 5 weeks. Just months ago, by the way. It's supposed to be a quick 5-week operation. We're going to get in, get out, and it's going to be over quick. You still at war with Iran. Okay? And then you mad because they won't accept a deal with you. Which the deal is in United States' favor. You're the one that started the shit, man. You started the conflict, you have no leverage. Okay? If you want to end the war, you got to take an L. But this damn devil proud, man. So he ain't going to take an L. So guess what? He going to keep going to war. He going to keep it going. And eventually it's going to lead to his destruction. Wait till the Russians hop in, man. They are going to join this conflict. Okay? When Yahweh Shem Yahushua puts it in their mind to protect Iran, it's over for you. The Russians, they got nukes, man. And Putin has stated on multiple occasions he ain't gonna hesitate to use it. All right? And he has hypersonic missiles, but you can't defend against that. No amount of missile defense system that you install can stop that, man. Okay? That shit make the Iron Dome look like a day at Disneyland, man. Keep going.
He hath utterly destroyed them,
and all your armies are gonna be destroyed. Okay? Keep going.
He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses.
Keep going.
And the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
Yeah, your government's gonna be destroyed, man. Keep going.
And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
That's going into the thermonuclear destruction. Okay, the so-called mushroom cloud. All right, Isaiah see this in the vision that the Heavenly Father showed him, man. So he see the destruction of America before it happened. And now we out here telling you that this is the way your country's gonna go out, man. And you Edomites are so proud. Okay, you wouldn't expect something like this to happen. There's no way America would be destroyed in a thermonuclear war. We're too great of a nation. Okay, not in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is the most wicked nation ever to exist, man. And the Most High is going to destroy it with thermonuclear destruction. Okay, see, other societies in the past, they just fell. All right, like the Egyptian Empire, the Assyrian Empire, the Babylonian Empire. You still have buildings of these empires left today. Okay, you can go over to Iraq, you can actually find the city of Babylon. It's still standing. Or at least see the footprint of where the city used to be at. Okay, you see the ruins. Oh, this is Babylon. Oh, this is the gate. This is the east gate. You know, you can see the footprint in Nineveh if you go there, man. You ain't gonna see a footprint here in America. It's gonna be a desert. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is literally gonna erase it. There ain't gonna be any semblance of you Edomites ruling down on the earth after Yahweh Shem Yahushua is done. If you don't know the history, and you wasn't there to experience it, you wouldn't know that Esau ruled the earth. Yeah. Okay? If we did away with history book and kingdom, we just started off from this, you wouldn't know that Esau was in power. Okay? That's an Edomite slave. You know? But yeah, the Babylonian child, they had a kingdom. It's down there in Iraq. Okay? Oh yeah, Elon, yeah, he had his kingdom. It's over there, the ruins are there in Iran. Okay, but Esau, he ain't never been nothing, man. The most he had was Petra. He didn't want that place. Keep going.
It says, and all their hosts shall fall down.
Let's talk about your armies. Keep going.
As the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
Yep.
For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
The sword of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is an intercontinental ballistic missile. Okay, okay, which has been upgraded because certain nations have hypersonic technology. China's one of them. Russia's another one, okay? Which that links up with what the both sides said in 2nd Ezra 16th chapter, the arrows that he shooteth the shark, and they shall not miss, okay, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Them hypersonic missiles, they ain't gonna miss their target, man. Okay? And they cannot be intercepted. So your fate is already sealed. So as soon as they created, okay, the hypersonic missile, it was over for you. All right? Keep going.
That goes into, what do you call it? The blessing, pretty much the, how do you call it? The, pretty much the blessing that he got from Isaac. You know, thou shalt live by the sword.
Yep.
Which this is the perfection of that sword, the missiles.
That's right.
Which ultimately the Lord used you to make his weapon to destroy you.
That's right.
Complete setup.
It's over for you, damn devils, man. Okay? It was over for you when you first came into power. You put your hands on the nation of Israel.
For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon
That's the
Idumea
so-called white man. You Edomites. Okay, keep going.
and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
And the curse that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has on you is that he made you to be destroyed. See, you Edomites, you think you God's gift to the world. You have all these inventions. Okay, you're the smartest people on the earth. The reason why you exist is so the Heavenly Father can burn you up in thermonuclear destruction. Okay, and then the ones of you that's left over, you're going to be a slave. That's why the Heavenly Father created you, man. He didn't create you to be the example of how a society is supposed to be ran. Okay, when you want to look at, you know, what's the pinnacle of humanity, you look at the so-called white man. No, it's quite the opposite, actually. If you want to see the lowest form of man down here on the earth, look at the so-called white man, the society that he creates. All right? And the Most High is going to show his ultimate disapproval for you, Edomites, when he destroys his place. Keep going.
The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with the fatness and with the blood of the lambs and goats. With the fat of the kidneys and rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Basra.
Basra is America, okay? Basra was the capital city of Edom. The capital city of Edom today is America, okay? So the Most High is going to have a sacrifice here, man. Because all the inhabitants of America, all the inhabitants of Basra, you're going to die if you're not a part of the elect of the nation of Israel. Ain't nobody making it out of this nuclear destruction alive, man. If you got a bunker, your ass going to die. Okay? The only way you're going to get out of here is if you end up in one of those chariots, man. But if you an Edomite, if you any of those nations outside of Israel, there ain't no way you're getting on the chariot. You'll say that your fate is sealed. All right?
It says, the Lord hath a sacrifice in Basra and the great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Great slaughter because 333 million people are going to die here in the thermonuclear holocaust. Save the elect, which is a small number. Okay, you subtract 144,000 from 333 million, you still got 333 million. All right, keep going.
And the unicorn shall come down with them.
You know, all them satellites you got up in outer space. Keep going.
And the bullocks with the bulls. And their land shall be soaked with blood. And their dust made fat with the fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance.
Here it goes. It's the day of the Lord's vengeance. You Edomites, the whole time you've been establishing and building your country up, okay, and moving forward with your agenda, the Most High has been taking note of what you've been doing, especially to so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, keep going.
For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of recompense.
Recompense means to pay back. Okay? The year that the Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to pay you back, keep going.
For the controversy of Zion.
For what you did to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. But you thought you never would have to face these consequences. I can do whatever I want to these niggas. Most I ain't dealing with them. Okay? He didn't cast them all the way over here. He let me put them in slavery. And I did a number on these people, man. He never came. He never helped. He didn't raise up any judges. There were no Samsons that came on the scene. You know? These people have been forsaken, man. But the scriptures tell you that Israel has not been forsaken, nor has Judah been forsaken of his God. Okay? Keep going.
And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone.
Yeah.
And the land thereof shall become burning pitch. It shall not be quenched night nor day.
Which this links up with Revelation the 18th chapter. Okay, so when you read Revelation 17, Revelation 18, it's talking about the destruction of an Edomite kingdom. Okay, that's going to be ruling the earth in the future. Which that's talking about here in America. That's the time that we're in right now. Keep going.
The smoke thereof shall go up forever, from generation to generation.
Which it just means a long time. Okay, it ain't going to be going up forever. The whole kingdom, you're going to see America on fire. No, the smoke is going to be going up for a long time. Keep going.
It shall lie waste, none shall pass through it forever and ever.
That's right, and that's what's going to happen. Okay, after the Heavenly Father destroys this place, it's going to become a wasteland. All right? And that's going to be the pride of you Edomites. You'll destroy the kingdom of America. Okay? You want to boast about how smart you are as an Edomite. Well, look at your society. Look what's left of it, man. It's a desert. How did they get like, oh, the Most High destroyed you? He rained nuclear fire on you. Okay, why did he do that? Because you were wicked. Keep going.
But the cormorants and the bittern shall possess it, the owl also, and the raven shall dwell in it, and he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion.
Yeah, meaning you ain't going to be able to differentiate between the states. Okay, this is California, this is Oregon, this is Nevada, this is New York, this is Colorado. You ain't going to be able to determine that, man. America's going to look completely different after this thermonuclear destruction takes place. Okay, because they ain't going to be just air bursts like what happened in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. There's going to be ground bursts as well, man, which is going to break up the earth itself. Craters everywhere. Your whole infrastructure is going to be destroyed, man. And this place ain't going to look the same. You ain't going to be able to tell what the hell is what. It looks completely different from how it used to look. You know, keep going.
And he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion, and the stones of emptiness. They shall call the nobles thereof to the kingdom, but none shall be there.
Yeah, because they're going to be destroyed in the thermonuclear destruction. Keep going.
And all her princes shall be nothing.
Sit on that, right? Any last precepts? Hey, so with that, we're going to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect.
Yes.